Oklahoma has introduced a bill to put a Charlie Kirk statue at every public university. At least 4 other locations are also said to be considering it, including the New College of Florida, which released an AI rendering of their proposed Charlie Kirk memorial. It shows him sitting down at a debate table. And that is the way so many will remember him. You know, I mentioned this earlier. I hope that another college that joins this trend is my alma mater, Hillsdale College. We heard from Hillsdale President Dr. Larry Arnn during the memorial service. On campus, we have what we call the Liberty Walk, with statues of some of the other conservative icons, including Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher. But Tommy, I think that this is an incredible way to remember Charlie's legacy.
It is, and what I think is so important when they showed the mock-up there of him sitting at a debate table, that's the message.
Yep.
It's not just for those of us who love Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA and are conservatives or Christians. That's a lot of people we saw today. But what this is a message. Even if you don't like what he stood for, even if you're not a Republican, a conservative, a Christian, you can have discussions with people who have a different worldview than you, and you can love them the same. And that's what Charlie stood for. So these statues, I know the left isn't going to like it. Oh, you know, you're making him a deity, all that. No, this is about opening dialogue and discussion. That's what this means to me.
Joey, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I love this. I love the idea of that memorial. I love it being the table where he's sitting there talking. I would almost put, and I wouldn't want to take his face out of it, so you have to get creative, but I'd almost want to put a mirror there so that when you sit down, you're not looking at the face of anyone but yourself and thinking about how am I representing what I have to say. And I think that really humanizes it, because that's what Charlie was looking at. He was looking at people's faces, their emotions, their reactions. He was staying convicted in his beliefs, also showing humanity and empathy and sympathy. Certainly at 31, he was doing it differently than at 22. But today, we understand who Charlie Kirk was more than ever. And the more of these videos that pop up online, the less it's going to matter if there's a statue, because people are just going to absolutely remember what his message was. And I believe it's going to reach a lot of people.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us have been doing quite a bit of introspection this past week. So hopefully that continues.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.